Good morning, friends. Welcome back to that 1870s homestead. My name's Rachel, and I know you guys love the Amish haul videos, and sometimes they're big and sometimes they're small. I would say for me, today's kind of just an average Amish grocery store haul, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. It's kind of just simple pantry restocks. So I know a lot of you like to shop from Azure Standard. I get it. It's great quality ingredients. I've looked into it numerous times, and for the main reason previously was drop times were during my work hours, and I wouldn't be able to go pick it up. But then another reason was I can source like ingredients or like products, similar quality, locally much cheaper. So Todd even recently looked into it because he really wanted to do it, and I said, you can look into it yourself. I'm telling you, for the price, what we get from the Amish store, I can just keep buying from the Amish store. So that's how I treat the Amish store that we shop at, kind of like my local Azure Standard. And sometimes I'll buy the organic ingredients, but sometimes it's just locally sourced or non-GMO type products. So let me start with the cold so I can get those back in the freezer. It's been a couple of days since we've been home. I just haven't gotten time to fill it. We shop at Whispering Pines in, I believe it's Fremont, Michigan. And I love their cheese. So they make their cheese. This one is a garden herb cheese. It has like little tomato bits and herbs. It's delicious. And we always buy their smoked cheese. We've already gotten into this. This is a smoked sharp cheddar. We bought some smoked Swiss and one big, I think this is like 2 pounds. Yeah, 2 pounds of their rolled butter. And so it's coming directly from the Amish. They make it themselves. And so the cheese, this is what, almost a pound, $4.50, probably $4.50, a little less than a pound, $4.37, and the 2 pounds of butter is $12. So comparable pricing to going to the grocery store. All right, so that's cold stuff. Then I'm like to keep plenty of coconut oil on hand, both for cooking as well as natural products that I make. And so I bought a big, gosh, how big is this? 1 gallon. 1 gallon of coconut oil for $16. It's non-GMO and non-hydrogenated. So that will go just in stock. I think I may be out or I'm like really low. Some olive oil. So they have lots of different olive oils to pick from. This is just a cold pressed from Italy. It's not a deal. I just needed it, so I grabbed it when I was there, and $21. Now my daughter-in-law has celiacs, so she has to be completely gluten-free. And unless I buy like store-bought mixes, I have a hard time coming up with really good gluten-free recipes for her, other than I like desserts is typically, she loves her sweets. So I'll do like more like cream cheese based type recipes without crust, or what else have I done in the past? Kind of like pie fillings with just like an oat topping. But with celiacs, you have to be like super careful. It has to be like certified gluten-free products. So I did buy for the first time ever the King Arthur measure to measure, and you can get this anywhere at any store. They just had it there and I saw it. I was like, I need to just teach myself how to make like cookies, brownies, cakes, muffins, cornbread, things like that I need flour for. I'll now have some for when she's coming over for dinners or gatherings. I can just cook gluten-free on those days. So we're going to try it, and hopefully it works out. Buttermilk powder. I still have quite a bit down in the freezer, but I went ahead and grabbed another one. I use this a lot for recipes that call for buttermilk, because we don't buy buttermilk. We don't have our own cow. But homemade ranch dressing mix. It's just a great thing that I always keep on stock. And summer's coming up, and we use lots of ranch dressings and fresh salads. Cinnamon. So getting low on cinnamon, and my daughter-in-law needed cinnamon, so they sell just bulk spices, and they come, I know it's plastic containers, but I reuse these containers for everything, so the containers never go to waste. I'm almost out of ground mustard, so we picked up some more ground mustard, and I'm low on my favorite mix that they make, and it's their creamy coleslaw dressing mix. And this is just basically sugar and spices mixed together. And I could probably make it myself, but I've never taken time to research the recipe for it. But it's great I put like a tablespoon of this in my homemade mayonnaise, and it is awesome. But I use it for dressing mixes as well. It's yummy. And then we got some Royal Dutch cocoa. We're getting light on our cocoa, and I made it like a lot for hot chocolate over the holidays and stuff. So we got some more cocoa. And another fun one is the Spot egg replacer. Now I know I could go get this at Walmart or anywhere else, but I was there and they had it. It's expensive, but it makes like 32 eggs. $7, and my grandson is allergic to eggs, so when we make cookies and things like that when he's over, I always just pull him off some dough without egg in it, and before I add the egg to the balance of the recipe. And this will allow me to just, when we have those moments again together that we're cooking, we can just use this in the recipe. Navy beans. I think if I have any, I have 1 or 2 pints left, so I desperately need to can up some more navy beans. So we have 2 packages of navy beans. Those are about $3 for a 2-pound package. I was all out of chocolate chips, so I always buy my chocolate chips there. $9 for a 2-pound bag of chocolate chips. And then 2 fun things. Whole oat groats. When I got my grain meal, I tried unintelligently, because I didn't have all the knowledge that I needed at the time, to make oat flour with my old-fashioned oats. And you can't really do that. You need whole oat groats to make oat flour. So whether or not this makes it down to the pantry for the purposes of using that, I don't know, because I also want to grow my own milky oats for teas and herbal remedies and things like that. So I may just plant this out in our back pasture, and then I'll have milky oats for harvesting. I have some naturally growing back there, but not enough. And then more of the spring hard white spring wheat berries. I bought some last time I was there, like half this size, for planting, because I'm doing a little wheat patch in my garden this year. And I used them for making bread. So I bought more because I mostly have hard red wheat, hard white and hard red winter wheat, and I need spring wheat for planting. And then Todd loves their little sweet section for 2 reasons: chocolate covered raisins and chocolate covered blueberries. And he bought sugar-free. Sugar-free for the raisins and dark chocolate blueberries. It's a typical stocking stuffer I'll buy for him to put in some kind of chocolate covered fruit. And then he just keeps these in a mason jar on his work desk, and that's his little sweet treat. during the day, and they'll last him like a year because he'll eat like 2 at a time. He has so much self-control. But anyway, that's my little Amish grocery store haul. Very small. There's no big 50-pound bags of sugar and flour and things like that, but that's very typical for me to buy there. Big bags of oats, things like that. So I just wanted to give you guys another option. If you are looking to source and you have Amish communities in your state, it may be worth the drive versus having to participate in something like Azure Standard. If you're wanting to look for bulk product purchasing or locally made things. And now I could get butter and cheese from my local dairy too, but I like theirs better. So thanks guys for coming on our little Amish haul. I'm going to be canning beans I think today, so I'll leave those out. I did grab my mason jar from refilling my chocolate chips, and everything else is kind of just fridge or downstairs storage. So thanks. Happy bulk shopping where you are. It's a rainy day here today. So I'll see you guys later and on the next video. Bye guys.